All right, good morning, Hoover, and hope everyone's week's going well. Today we do have a special guest, Mr. Brandon Louie, and we're gonna have a casual interview with Mr. Brandon, and we're gonna play a little game called, well, kind of like a Let's Dance spin-off. So stick around to the end. Welcome, Miss Andy, to our hot seat. And Mr. Angelo, you have a hand raised.
So, Miss Sandy, do you watch anime?
Yes, I do.
What's your favorite?
I recently started watching. Okay, don't hate me by the way I say it. Okay, I have so many people who tell me I say it wrong, but I like to say Hunter by Hunter. Other people say Hunter x Hunter or Hunter Hunter. I like to say Hunter by Hunter, but I really like Hunter by Hunter.
Okay. What's your least favorite anime?
Angel Beats. It made me cry. I cried so hard when I saw it.
Crying animes are the best anime, though.
Okay, I can't argue with that, but like I don't like how sad it was. It was like really sad.
Gio has a question. Least favorite animal?
Least? Oh my gosh, I don't think I have one. Okay, that's a lie. Mosquitoes, I feel like they have no purpose in the world. Like they don't contribute to the food chain at all. Like frogs can go without mosquitoes. Casey asked, when did you start wearing makeup? Okay, so this one, okay. I started pretty young only because I did theater really young and I was in dance competitions when I was very little. And I was like in carnival for 8 years. So like whenever we performed, we would wear like a lot of glitter in our faces and a lot, like I love a bold red lip also just because my favorite role model also wears red lips. Alexandria Ocasio, you know who she is. And so yeah, but I didn't actually start wearing makeup casually until like high school, junior year. I just started doing my eyebrows and I still don't know how to make good looking eyebrows. I still struggle with that. But I guess the answer would be like very young, like elementary school because of theater.
What is your least favorite thing about school?
Okay. Ooh. Like as a student or as someone who works?
Both.
As a student, I really did not like when I would email teachers and they wouldn't get back to me. And then I would have to like the next day be like, oh, did you see my email? I'm so sorry, I couldn't do X, Y, and Z. And they'd be like, no, I didn't see it. And like I would ask consistently and they wouldn't be able to see it. But now as a teacher, like not like as a, working for a school, you get like 17 emails in a minute by with all like the students' work turning in. And so it's so hard to like keep track and like, oh, who's asking for an extension, who actually turned it in, who's turning it in late. So now I understand like why they couldn't like respond to my email. But I would say like the least thing I like about school is like how early it is. I'm not a morning person. Or I can be, but like not really. You could have dinner with 3 people living with 10. Who would it be? Oof. I have to think about this one. Okay, so like my tribe members, we've been listening to a lot of like unsolved mystery cases. So there's like a couple like people who've passed who I just want to know like who did it, who was it. But a serious answer would be probably my uncle who passed away last year. He was like a very close uncle to me, so I would love to have dinner with him one more time. Probably Dolores Huerta too, just because like she was just an icon, and I love everything that she did and represented. And probably someone else. I don't know. I don't know. Probably like, this is gonna sound lame. It'd probably be like an anime character, and I'm too shy to say which one. So I'll just leave it there.
Hey, Miss Andy, I got a question for you. I know you play music, so when did you start playing music?
I started playing, I was classically trained when I was very young. I started learning the trumpet when I was in 3rd grade, and I played the trumpet all the way through middle school. In middle school, I also learned how to play the saxophone and the trombone. I wasn't really good at the trombone because it was like so hard just to like move it around, making sure I hit the right note. The saxophone was really cool, but I know you do it, Angela. I remember that. The saxophone was really cool, but I did not like having to clean the mouthpiece. I was a very lazy middle schooler, so like I like stopped. Like I learned how to. I don't remember. It was so, for me it was like literally like over 10 years ago. I don't remember, but and then I randomly just decided to play the ukulele. It was the summer graduating 8th grade to going to high school. I just randomly asked for a ukulele for Christmas. And so I just got a ukulele in Christmas, and I taught myself how to play the ukulele. It was pretty easy. YouTube helped a lot. Honestly, you could do anything with YouTube. My favorite thing about working at Hoover, I just love hanging out with y'all. Like honestly, I was kind of nervous working in with middle school just because I remember my middle school experience. It wasn't like awful, but it wasn't like what the movie said it was going to be. And so like I compared my middle school experience a lot with like what I saw in the media, and like obviously that just sets you up because like it's not, the media is the media, it's not real life. And so like I was kind of nervous working for middle school, and then I started working here and I was like, wow, who would have thought? It's actually pretty great when it's like when the roles are reversed. Okay, I think hot dog is a hot dog. It definitely is not a sandwich. I was actually talking about this with my friend 2 nights ago because we were watching this BuzzFeed Unsolved, like Shane, I forget what his other name is, and they were talking about it, and I was like, no, it's a hot dog. Horror movie recommendations, oh my goodness. A lot of my horror movies, I love scary movies, but you guys are really young. Like I love like paranormal movies a lot. I like The Conjuring. The Conjuring is one of my favorite scary movies, just because it was like one of the few scary movies that I actually like yelped. And scary movies, I like to watch scary movies because I like to get scared, but because I'm waiting to get scared, I don't get scared. But The Conjuring was
quite ironic.
I know. But yeah, The Conjuring was one I was like, wow, it's so good. But I guess if you say that you're also into paranormal stuff, I think Paranormal Activity is a good introduction to scary movies because it's not super scary, but it is very eerie. Do you have stage fright or Zoom fright? Yes. I used to didn't. Okay, so when I was growing up, because I did theater, like I didn't get stage fright at all. I actually didn't start getting like stage fright until college, which was to my detriment because like in college you have a lot of presentations you have to do, and I remember I got like a panic attack once. My very first presentation in college, I got a panic attack, and I actually had to physically step outside because I couldn't go through with it. And I didn't, because I didn't have like stage fright, or like I would say anxiety, because I didn't have it growing up. I didn't know what it was as an adult, so I didn't know what I was going through was actually like anxiety. And so like I am very overdramatic, right? I love the drama. I love, theater. And so I was just like, oh my goodness, am I dying like in the middle of class? Like what is going on? But now what helps me like not to get stage fright or like anxieties, definitely like breathing exercises or listening to my favorite music. Cats. I am a big advocate for cats. My cat really helps me get through like the worst sometimes for my anxiety. But not Zoom fright. I didn't actually get Zoom fright, but stage fright, yeah, I do.
Okay. My question is, what's your least favorite video game that you've ever played?
Okay, this is controversial. Okay, I know people are gonna come after me when I say this. And it's only because I'm not good at it. That's the only reason why I don't like it. I can't argue that it's not fun, but I'm not good at it, so I don't like. No, I love Fortnite, but it's I don't like Super Smash Bros. I know.
What's your favorite
theater, like
Musical play.
play or musical, except for Hamilton.
Oh, I love Hamilton, but okay. So I'm biased, right? My favorite play is gonna be my very first play that I starred in, which was Hairspray. I was Tracy's mom, and I just had so much fun, and I love Hairspray. But the music is not that great, but I like it because it was my first musical that I was ever in. Bye Bye Birdie. I really like the music in Bye Bye Birdie, but I don't really like the message behind Bye Bye Birdie.
What about a play?
Cats, only because it's about cats. No, actual, just I don't know. I always just watch musicals. Plays don't really grasp my attention because every play that I was in, it was a musical.
There's a Harry Potter play.
Right?
Your music.
I've seen bits on YouTube. But I haven't seen anything.
So follow-up question for Miss Andy. If anyone in this room was interested in going into theater, let's say in Hoover down the line, what's the one piece of advice you can give them?
Always go with, don't be shy to audition for the big role. Just do it, because you never know. You might get it. I was really shy. I was I auditioned for Tracy. I auditioned for her mom and Penny, and I was I was a sixth grader. I was a sixth grader, and I was I'm not gonna get these big roles. You're gonna give them to the eighth graders. I'm just a small child. They're not gonna pick me. But I still did it anyway, because I was you never know. You never know unless you actually try. And I did it, and I got Tracy's mom, and I was wow, my whole life changed. But yeah, just audition for the big role, even if you don't think you're gonna get it. Just do it. Do it. Don't be shy. Honestly, theater is also a really good way to get rid of any shyness or stage fright, because the more you do it, the more used to you get to it.
Chloe, do you know how to shop online?
No.
Let me show you.
Cool.
Okay, so let's say I give you 2 minutes to shop for anything and everything that you want.
Except for what?
Except for electronics. Okay, that's for really expensive stuff. So right now, Chloe and I are going to try to rack up as big of a cart as we can. We'll give 2 minutes to do that. So we tried this early on, and now we kind of know how this works. We are using a Target site because Target, you're by no way sponsored by Target.
We're not going to purchase.
You're not going to purchase, it's just going to stay in the cart. We're looking at a dollar amount to see how much things are at the end. And let's give it a try. Chloe, are you ready?
Ready.
Hey, don't click on that just yet. Okay, ready?
Ready.
2 minutes starts now. And of course, we're not going to add any of this to the Christmas list. You gotta start adding what you want.
I want this. And then pick it up.
Yeah, I guess so. Go, let's try. Continue shopping. $30. Hey, actually, that looks really cool.
And then
That's something I would get.
maybe do we have to? Boy, there's a lot of stuff.
Well, you don't have a whole lot of time. 30 seconds left.
Pick up here. Continue shopping. Categories. See. Nope.
Climb down to our last 15 seconds.
Oh no.
10,
Kids.
9,
Uh.
7, 6.
Face mask. These face masks are cute. Wow. I only
Okay,
got
let's see
two.
how Chloe did. I'm gonna check out the card, and we have a total of.
Two.
Wow, hey, how did you rack up that high?
Me? Wow.
Plus fees, back fee, tax, 51,474. 5174. Do we have it posted?
Wow, that's a lot.
That's not bad. You're gonna time me. I'm gonna try to. Well, it's not that I can beat that, can I? So
See if
I
you
do
can.
have restrictions. I cannot be. Okay. Or the card. All right, we do have restrictions. I cannot touch electronics. I can't. So it has to be things that I would use that could fit in a Christmas shopping list. But electronics are out of the case because they're just so crazy expensive. All right, Chloe.
That's called cheating.
And try to balance this out. All right, let's see how much I can rack up whenever you tell me to go. Let's check out Black Friday. They're all electronics, aren't they? Mostly electronics. Okay, forget that. Let's see some of the things that I wouldn't mind having. Sports. Ooh. Okay. That's the one thing you. Oh, they don't have it. How much is a tent? Let's get one that's good for the family. 4. Oh, I can beat that, can I?
No way.
Yeah. All right. Actually, I feel like this is a bit cheap. Fan shot. Oh, I see.
We have 59, 50, 57, 56, 55,
Really?
54.
Okay, you don't have to count that all the way. Clearance. Why any clearance? Ooh, clearance shoes, but Target shoes, really? Ooh, kitchen, dining, storage appliance. This electronics. Still want to go back to sports stuff. Sports equipment. Let's get. Do you like new mitt or glove?
Quickly.
Ooh,
Time's running out.
not. Where's the one I like?
And it's down.
All right. So
Let's see how much.
I rack up total set with all taxes and fees included, $70.51. That's I feel like that's clearly more than $51.74. But I guess the game really isn't so much about seeing how different Chloe and I shop. But that's a good trial run, I guess. Next time, I think what we're gonna do for the next segment is we're gonna give you a budget. We're gonna get a budget. We're gonna have a budget. You cannot spend a certain amount, and whoever gets closest, that should be helpful. Okay, we're gonna play that next time. But because of time, we're gonna keep it like that. Was it fun shopping, Chloe?
Yeah.
You gonna buy any of the things that you put on your cart?
No.
I might. That door basketball thing looks cool. But yeah, this is just only the first segment of this
Online shopping.
What do we call this? Moola Moola. All right. So thanks for watching. Enjoy the interview next. Okay, welcome Hoover, and this is our 5th episode. And on our 5th episode, we have Mr. Brandon Louie. Hello, Mr. Brandon. Good morning to you.
Good morning, everyone.
And Mr. Brandon is our 7th grade Link Day program leader. But we want to just use this time to kind of get to know Mr. Brandon a little bit more. For those who don't know him very well, who might not have had him in your clubs or maybe in your your tribe. And for parents, this is a great time for you to kind of get to know, some of the adults that are working with your students within the school, whether you're in the school day or during after school. So Mr. Brandon, we do have a couple of questions for you. Let's go through some of these.
All right.
First off is this, how long have you been working with us at BACR?
I have been working with you guys for about 1.5 years. I started in the summer. What was that? Summer of 2019. Yeah, so I've worked 2 summers with you guys, and I've worked 1 full school year. I'm working on the second year.
That's right. That's right. And for those who are familiar with some of our alumni staff, Mr. Brandon actually was referred to us through Mr. Tai. That's where the introduction came in.
That's right. And
Yeah,
I've known Ty since he was a high school student, and I was going to CCSF. So I've known Ty for over 10 years. So
nice.
we're really close.
Yeah, and later on we'll touch more about like that relationship because there's a reason why you guys know each other, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. So what's one thing that you enjoy most about working here with us at BACR?
There's so many things that I like. I would say number one is working with kids. If you do enjoy working with kids, this is definitely a place to be. Working and helping students grow individually, and that's really great. Also, what's really great is having other staff members who are passionate about working with kids as well. Because everybody else wants to do better, then it makes me want to do better. And so every day I'm trying to do what I think is best for the students here at Hoover.
Right on. And I think we need a lot of that passion in education because we set up the future, right? So what are some of the hobbies that you do? What do you do for fun?
Pretty typical of what every SF native likes to do. I like to go out and get boba. I like to go on hikes, go check out sceneries, check out if there's any new hip restaurants. Obviously, my number one hobby is breakdancing, but I'm also into basketball and I guess hiking.
Right. And basketball is kind of one of the newer things that you kind of like, not maybe like a revived interest of late, because I remember you playing a lot of basketball with kids up in the yard before we got into shelter in place.
Yeah. I picked it up when I took a momentary break from breakdancing. I needed something else to keep me entertained and kind of like physically active. So basketball was one of those things. I picked it up watching the NBA finals, and the next thing you know, I'm playing it on the schoolyard with other kids.
Yeah. Do you feel like you can play a pickup game?
No, actually, to be honest with you, I don't want to play any pickup games or any like 5-on-5s or 1-on-1s. I only like to shoot because I don't want to tear my ACL. I don't want to get any like serious injuries off basketball. I just want to stay active through basketball.
All right. Mr. Brandon has been known to be a breakdancer. So what I think the general term is b-boys or breakers.
That's right.
Right. So how long have you been breakdancing?
I started in my 10th grade year of high school, so that's about 13 years now. So
all right, everyone doing the math, you know how old Mr. Brandon is. 13 years, that's pretty cool. So but it's been like active though, right? Like have you been into performances? And
I've done everything in the book. So I've competed, I've done big stage performances, I've done small performances in the streets. I've done everything that has been done in breakdancing. So
nice. So Mr. Brandon knows it all. But what do you enjoy most about it? What's the joy that comes out of it?
The joy is doing something incredible that you didn't think that you can do. I like to do a lot of tricks, what we call power moves. It's my specialty. It's when you do the big explosive moves. So those are my favorite things to do.
Is it like, does it take time for you to get to that level, like to do those moves?
If I had more mentors, it would take shorter time. But yeah, sometimes a move could take a couple years. There's certain moves I've been working on for 5 years, 10 years. There's some moves I'm still working on now. So it just depends on how difficult the move is.
Right. Just like any other sport, the harder it is to do something, that takes more time for you to practice.
That's right. Yeah.
Practice is key. Something I tell my daughter all the time, just practice. And then what was that to say? Practice makes perfect, but I don't know, like that's a new coin term now. Practice makes better, not perfect.
It's a little bit opposite of Bruce Lee, that's for sure. Then you say something like, I'd rather practice one move 1,000 times than to practice 1,000 moves. Something like that. We do the opposite. We do a bunch of moves. Versus mastering one thing.
Kind of, you want to add that variety because breakdance is a bit of a expression of like a self-expression through dance still, and the more in the repertoire, better better your routine would be.
That's right. Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So one of the questions that was posted up from one of our students here asks, do you think you're good at breakdancing? I'm assuming it's more of a question of, where do you rank yourself in terms of where your skill level is?
I see. I would rank myself a little bit above average, but I wouldn't rank myself as a pro because the pros usually go to bigger events. They get sponsored by Monster or Red Bull. So I haven't reached that point yet, nor do I really want to, but I am better than your average dancer for sure.
Cool, cool. This one's a little off script, but I kind of do want to ask this. So let's say if like we have students who are interested in doing breakdancing, what's some of the tips you can give to them, like to start off?
Tips is the thing about dance is that it's mostly seen as an art form, but if you do want to be good at it, I would suggest trying to be physically fit and also being flexible. Those are the two big things on being successful in the dance. Also having passion and kind of reaching out to other dancers, because I know that's something that I struggle with, is kind of like reaching out for help when I need it.
Mm-hmm. And back to flexibility, it's tougher when you're doing like distance learning and you have to sit down most of the time. So would you recommend like students to like maybe change their sitting posture to stretch while they're in class?
Doing a little bit a day is better than doing nothing. If you were to do like 10 push-ups a day, that's better than doing 0 push-ups every day. So you could always start small, do a little bit of push-ups and sit-ups, maybe stretch for 10 minutes a day. And then if you feel like you can push more, then you push a little bit each day. So
I actually like that because I'm guilty of that. I tried doing my 100 push-up challenge. You do 100 push-ups a day, and 100 is a daunting number, but yeah. So kids listening on this, doing a little bit every day is better than doing nothing at all. So thank you, Mr. Brandon. Actually, that's very encouraging for me.
No problem.
I need to jump back into working out again. My legs are definitely feeling it. The lack of exercise. And also like disproportionate. Like my arms are getting smaller too. Lack of muscle mass. All right, so I know we want to try to keep our be respectful of your time. I know you're very busy throughout the day. Then you're giving us your second period time here. I do want to give you some break later on, but I do have one last question, according to our little list here. If you were to start a breakdancing school, what would you include? What would your curriculum be? What would you include in it? How would you start it?
I would incorporate fundamental dance movements, some general things you could learn in a general hip hop class, but also obviously because it's breakdance specifically, I would show different styles of dance because honestly, there's no limits to breakdancing. You can learn different styles. You can learn how to dance for performances. You can learn how to dance for battles. So I would try to incorporate all that, but also leave room for just general dancing ideas, like learn a little bit of popping, a little bit of locking, a little bit of choreo. I think all that stuff is important to be a good dancer.
Is that maybe a pipe dream too down the line to start a breakdancing school?
That would be something really fun to do. I think it would be, but there would have to be a demand. Like there would have to be a bunch of students who are willing to learn outside of the school. So, and who'd be willing to pay for it. So yeah, but I would love to do it if I could do it.
And that's repeating what Mr. Brennan said early on. You do need passion. You do need the drive to want to get better, to do something, right? So yeah, thank you, Mr. Brendan. I think this is very encouraging. A lot of words of wisdom coming from you, not just doing a little bit here and there. So hopefully students and parents get see a different side of you to learn a little bit from you. You've been growing each day. You've been making a big impact in a lot of students here. So I really want to thank you so much for giving us some of your time. At this point, we will be playing a little game called, at least I want to call it, Let's a spin-off of Let's Dance. So we'll come back in a little bit, and Mr. Brandon and I will kind of challenge each other to a little dance off. So stick around, y'all. Good day, Hoover community. And this is the following day after my interview with Mr. Brandon. We have an activity that was planned out by one of our, or a couple of our students, and they know that Mr. Brandon dances. They don't know if I dance. Actually, I don't really dance as much as I like to, but they know Mr. Brandon dance and decide we're going to do a dance-off challenge. And the students have given us a list of different styles of dancing. And what we're going to do is Mr. Brandon and I are going to suggest a dance style and we're going to try to replicate it. So what we're going to do is we'll take turns. We will show the video over share screen. And then after maybe a good 15 seconds of watching the video, we're going to try to replicate that style of dance. And we'll see how it goes. Mr. Brandon, I'll pick for you first.
All right.
All right. So once again, I'm gonna play about 15 seconds the moment they start dancing. Let's try to cue that up. Haha. All right. This is round one. Mr. Brandon, I have chosen ballet dancing. So let's take a look at that clip and then we'll jump back into you. So pay attention to the moves here. You got that,
All right.
Mr. Brandon?
Ready? Okay. Are you gonna play the music too?
I will play the music. All right, you ready?
Mhm.
This has to be it. Yep.
Hold on.
Let's restart it.
Hold on a second. My mom just walked in.
All right.
My mom asked if I wanted McDonald's. I was like, no thanks.
You know, that's all good. I actually wanted some spicy chicken nuggets.
I'm gonna try in my memory to do the dance.
Okay. Or, do your interpretation of it too. All right. So this is The Nutcracker by Mr. Brandon.
It was like,
Yeah, that's pretty close. That's pretty close.
I just remember that one part when the music went down. It was like, dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, like you tiptoe to the music.
Dang, that's crazy though. Like the ballet people, they actually go on their feet, their toes only.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's pretty, we gotta respect the thing they do, man.
Yeah.
All right. So ballet is off the books. We are done
The
with it.
line through, nice.
All right, Mr. Brandon, what do you want me to try?
I think it would be really satisfying for us all if you did breakdancing.
Oh my God. I don't even know what's in here.
Let's find out what's in here.
Whoa. Oh man, I'm just mesmerized by this. Okay, here's the tricky thing. How am I supposed to record myself doing that while playing that music? Do you think you can cue that music up, that YouTube video up?
Actually, yeah, I know the video actually.
Oh, the video? Oh man.
Can you hear the music?
I can't hear the music.
Oh, maybe okay. You know what you could do? You could press play on your computer and then just
Oh, that's true.
yeah.
Oh, but that means I get to see what they're doing. That's okay.
That's okay. Give it you can close your eyes or you can give it a try. It's a little tough.
Yeah. I mean, for someone who has had no experience in breakdancing, but all right, folks, here you go. I'm gonna have my daughter come in and help me click on play. Just on the side right here, you might see a finger coming through. Just click on this corner right there to start. Go.
Okay. Okay, that was actually pretty good.
Hey,
Have you learned from Ty before? You must have learned
Oh,
something.
okay. Here's a bit of history. Ty had once choreographed a piece for us for film festival.
That's right.
So we kind of pick up some things. All of us don't really dance as much as we thought we could, but whew. But I
Yo,
feel like
this year, no, last year when we were gonna do like the showcases, I had planned for everybody to do like that really famous BTS dance, and even my kids were gonna do it.
yeah,
So
yeah,
it really
yeah,
sucked last year that we couldn't do the performance because of COVID. So
exactly. I was actually looking forward to that because BTS was a big thing too.
yeah, those kids really prepared for it, and then now they didn't even do it. So yeah,
Maybe we have to do it virtual.
yeah,
Depending on how this works out for us. Whew, okay. Got my hot red up.
you did good.
All right. Well,
Looked like one of
I
us.
I feel like I probably could do better if my socks weren't slipping as much as I wanted. Like, there's no grip. Okay. So now that Minister Brandon, you pick something, I pick something too. I'm going to go with this. Back to share screen.
All right.
Let's do tap dancing. All right. So for the sake of this competition or dance off, we're just gonna focus on that one guy. I saw it within the previous. It's like this one guy. So hopefully it'll give you like a good 10 seconds of footage. So here we go. Say hi to Heidi Klum. Do you think you can do that? All right, let me see if I can go back to that. So I guess we won't go. We'll start here.
Yeah, that's cool. I
All right,
have the tap shoes though to get it to
Huh?
work, but it's okay.
all right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm actually gonna do what I did just now. I'm just gonna keep share screen, so you can hear the music. It's okay, we can see.
Yep.
It's just a very low budget production here. All right, Mr. Brandon. Now, round two, we're doing tap dancing. Let's see you get your taps on. And all right.
All right.
Actually, that was actually pretty. It sounded really good,
Oh yeah, with them tapping, it worked.
right?
I think Fortnite might be a nice chill one for you to try. Should be simple enough.
Oh, everyone knows how to do it.
Okay. Oh, actually, do you know how to do this one?
Yeah, I know how to do that one. I actually it took me a year to figure out the actual motion to it.
You can try a different one.
Okay. That's easy.
Okay, a little easy too.
That's really easy. Well, you pick.
Let's see if there's another interesting one. A little too complicated.
Well, I'll do anything.
Well, let's try that one. This one looks funny.
All right. So I don't know what this is, but that fish is really funny. Chloe's gonna hit the play button for me.
Well done. Well done.
Oh man, I think I want to do that. But that was actually really cool.
Study that one and bring it to the dance floor.
Bring it to the dance floor next time. All right. Maybe Mr. Brand want to do one of these Fortnite ones just for kicks and
Yeah, sure.
right?
Just pick one and I'll give it a try. Can't be that bad.
Yeah, let's do this one here. Just kidding. Just kidding. Oh, what?
Oh, here we go.
All right, you ready? Let's review it. Ooh.
Oh, it's pretty complicated.
Man, that's like bringing back the old proton hand motions. All right, you ready?
Yep, ready.
Okay, so this is what glow sticks, I guess.
Glow stick.
And nice. Nice. That was actually pretty cool. That's pretty
Only
cool.
had glow sticks.
All right. So leaving off with this shot right here with our fellow Sith and Stormtrooper. This video definitely was recorded on the day that Mandalorian season 2 is released. So by the time you see this, you probably already saw episode 1. But this is fun. Dancing is definitely something that can be done fun, and I feel like everyone should be doing a little bit something. So I'll challenge everyone, if you want to do some of these Fortnite dances, maybe drop by Mr. Brandon during ILT and get some tips. And I'll drop his